I'm John Allen, the editor of Crux. One of the most remarkable papal stories in recent memory is unfolding right now in the Diocese of Ahira in Nigeria, which is a diocese that since 2012 has refused to accept its new bishop, both the priests and the laity together, because he's not a member of the majority ethnic and linguistic group. Pope Francis has demanded that all of the priests in that diocese write him a letter pledging their loyalty, apologizing for their disobedience, and indicating their willingness to accept the bishop. And he said that he's going to suspend any priest who refuses to comply. Here are 3 things you need to know about this fascinating story. Number 1. As opposed to other parts of the world, the Vatican in Africa has long had a policy of trying to find priests to become bishops from outside the majority ethnic group to make a statement about the universality of the faith. They intend that as a kind of antidote to racism. These priests in this diocese, however, are arguing that it's actually a form of racism because they believe their group is underrepresented in the bishops and other leaders of the African Church. Second, the Vatican has indicated that if these priests do not comply, there will be a suspension, that is an actual disciplinary consequence. That, of course, flies in the face of the reputation that Pope Francis often has as a kind of lovey-dovey man of dialogue. What this indicates is that if you scratch beneath the surface with Pope Francis, there is a classic Jesuit superior there that once he makes a decision, he fully expects obedience. And finally, in terms of how we perceive the African Church, Africans are often seen as a kind of conservative bulwark in Catholicism, the kind of antidote to liberal Catholicism, say in Western Europe. And while there is a great deal of truth to that, what this situation shows us is that if the right issue is invoked, Africans are every bit as capable of being rambunctious and rebellious as their counterparts, say, in Germany or in Holland, or for that matter, in the United States. For full coverage of this fascinating developing story in Africa, follow us on Crux, www.cruxnow.com. I promise you, we will be on top of this story from start to finish.